competitions, Make Magazine featured maker, Jackson artist, Steampunk Eddie, Ed Thayer. Hi, Ed.
Bart, how are you, buddy?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. It's been a while.
It has.
Yeah.
Ed won Steampunk, the
Yep.
national.
2015. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did that help to kick off interest in, with television producers in creating some sort of a longer lasting steampunk?
No. I think that I'm pretty sure that genre is hit its peak and is on its way down, and that's why I kind of converted everything over to Thayer Art Studio, because I was always much more than just a steampunk artist, and that was fun and that was great, and I pretty much dominated in that genre, and now I'm like moving on to more fine arts and I really love doing the big kinetic sculptures, and now I'm really more interested in teaching some hands-on classes and things like that, like metal techniques, paint and airbrush type stuff, and so that's kind of like the path I really want to go down.
That's neat that you want to share your gifts with others, because I've seen people ask you those questions. How did you do this?
I'm sorry?
How did you make this? That's what they ask. I see people
Yeah,
ask
right.
that.
Yeah, it's just, I want to teach, people how to be creative and really, nothing relieves stress more than being creative and all that. And I want to kind of share that with people, because I'll tell you, it's really, it's like therapy for me, and I just love it every time I get, my hands into something, and I really want to, pass that along. Yeah.
I understand you have a new sculpture.
Yeah, well, it's not exactly really new. It's about a year old.
Mm-hmm.
I just have never really, I put it on Instagram and stuff like that. It was like, this thing was an engineering nightmare, but it's all stainless steel. And it's, each one of those arms weigh about 82 pounds, and just the slightest wind gets them moving like that.
Huh.
And it's just, it's my favorite piece. You could just sit there for hours just looking at that thing, and it has pretty much a mind of its own. And I'd like to do, more of that type work too.
So is the weight, is it balanced right at
Yeah,
the
it's
fulcrum?
balanced. It's balanced to the T.
Huh.
And it was. You look at it and you wouldn't think those arms are that heavy, but they really are. They're close to 100 pounds.
And it's aluminum?
No, that's all stainless steel.
Stainless.
But just the slightest breeze gets it moving, and it's just beautiful. It's almost like watching a fish tank. It's relaxing, and it's and then in the heavy winds, it doesn't go crazy. It kind of just stabilizes itself and just stays calm.
Did you do a wind tunnel test or anything?
No, but my neighbors probably thought I was crazy when I was building it, because I built this thing to put the arm on, while I was experimenting with it, and they were probably thinking, wow, what is this guy doing now? But it all worked out. It took, I did all the engineering myself. I had a lot of help from Stinky Fenton Fabricators. They're doing all the big stuff. And then, I put it together, figured out how to make it work, and that was the biggest challenge, was making it work. And but it all worked out in the end.
I know you do a lot of commissions, so will people come to you with an idea like something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah. I have designers that, they contact me, and they'll have a client with an idea and all that, and that's probably about one of the best things about what I do. Everything is a challenge, and if I don't think I can't, I couldn't make it happen for them, I just decline it right off the bat. So like something that I'm really into, I put my heart and soul into it and make it happen. So it always seems to turn out pretty good.
And the pandemic's caused an increase in costs and a shortage of materials.
Yeah, like metal is going up, they say on average 30% a week, and it's like, it's scary to think of, when you're working in that medium, you know, it's like everything else. Lumber prices went through the roof, and steel's now going through the roof. And so I'm kind of like just switching past here, and I'm thinking teaching the classes. Not only that will that bring some income, but it'll also show a lot of other people, you know, how to use scrap and how to use, you know, how to design and make things. And so I'm kind of just adjusting to my environment.
Nice. We've
Yeah.
got some photos.
Yeah.
You want to take a look at?
These are like my newest pieces. This is all on stainless steel, and I ground them, you know, all the scales in that. And this is the kind of stuff I want to teach. All the paint is transparent airbrush stuff, and it's like they're like candy paints. And you see a lot of these artists are now grinding metal and making patterns and stuff like that. So
It's very popular.
yeah, it is. Metal art is like really one of the #1 selling art there is metal. Like you'll see a lot of stuff like this in Vegas and Key West, things like that. But this is the kind of stuff I want to teach. It's fairly, it looks complex, but it's fairly simple, and pretty much anybody can do it. Yeah.
Do you have to have a metal shop?
Well, not necessarily.
No?
I mean, the equipment that I use, anybody can really set up in their home garage and do this type of thing, you know? So, yeah.
This
So-
is, we've got a couple of your sculptures in Jackson that are,
Yeah.
well, one is a permanent, it's kind of like a signature of the city.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one.
and so this contest that I'm in right now with the DIY Hero, that was one of the things I've listed, and that's on my it's on my profile page too, a list of all my pictures. That's like #1. So, and I'm currently in first place right now in my group. So, hopefully people will keep voting, and they can vote every day. And then they have a link on there too to help the American Cancer Society or the Lung Society, and you know, they can make a donation to that. But it's not necessary to vote for me. You know, you don't have to make a donation to vote. So.
And it's through Facebook that you're voting?
Yep. Yeah. I put the link on Facebook,
Okay.
and then I guess there was some problems where the people said they couldn't vote, so I redid the link so it's workable. So yeah, so everything's, you know, it's going pretty good. I mean, the voting opened up yesterday, and right off the bat I started off in 8th place, and then like within half an hour I was at first place.
You're in
So-
first place right now?
Yeah, I'm in first place right
well,
now.
Keep them in
Yeah,
first
so
place.
I want to kind of keep that momentum going, and having people vote for me is kind of fun.
So should they go to Ed Thayer Facebook?
Yeah, or Thayer Art Studio, Facebook or whatever. Yeah,
And
you
it's
can-
Hero, DIY Hero?
Hero. Yes, it's a national makers magazine, and the grand prize is $25,000, which is cool. But I would really like the magazine spread that they're going to do. You know, the 2-page magazine, and really show off some of my work.
I know by winning that reality competition, you got a lot of attention from all over.
Oh yeah.
It really was, it
Yeah,
was a
that-
phenomenon.
It really, it allowed me to be a full-time artist. It really did. I mean, it was totally off the charts. I mean, I was really hot at that time and all that. But then, you know, things start, you know, going downhill. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, like a one-hit wonder almost. And I'm not gonna stay in that spot.
No,
you know, so I'm always progressing.
You are. You've evolved quite a bit. I
Yes.
remember when I first saw you,
Yeah.
one of the first few times you were making like wagon wheels,
Yeah.
a fence out of wagon wheels.
Yeah,
I thought.
yeah, Art 634.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just like a freestyle type commission, and a friend of mine, Jeff Dressel of Dressel Fabricating, him and I, good friends. Him and I just went in there and we just did it. We had a great time doing it. So, I mean, pretty much that's what it's all about. But right now I'm pretty loaded with commission work, and I've been doing a lot of railings, metal railings, things of that nature. But you know, I enjoy it. I really enjoy it.
Cool. All right. Well, keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Nice to see you today.
Good to see you.
Steampunk Eddie, maker, artist, award winner, Ed Thayer. We've got a few things this week and weekend I'll tell you about after this.